Um,
That'll do.
um, um,
That's just a
I don't
one
know any
note.
songs. I was gonna start doing the Star Spangled Banner, but then I couldn't remember how it started.
Oh God, please don't
Oh,
do it. No, no,
say.
no, 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 no. You're all right. No, no. Oh, star-spangled scanner.
Everyone stand and take off your hats.
I haven't got my hat on. Everybody stand and remove your pants. I haven't got my pants on. Everybody
No, keep
stand,
those on.
remove your shirts. I haven't got my shirt on.
Take off your socks.
I haven't got
I want
socks
to see
on.
everybody's feet.
Would you like to know what I'm wearing to start this
Nothing,
podcast?
apparently.
Yeah, no,
A
nothing.
fucking jock strap.
You're not far off. I am okay. So to kick off this one, because we're on episode 5, I think. Are we on 5 or are we on 6? Oh God, I don't even fucking know.
I think it's 6.
I think you might be right. I think it's 6. Some music just kicked in, and the thing's gonna pick that up.
Oh, yay.
But it's fine. I clicked off of it quick enough. Yeah, we are on 6. We did our Superman review, which okay. So the person that I know that has gone to go see Superman, John, who did the tier listing videos with me. You don't know who he is, but I do. And anybody that watched the tier list videos know who he is. He's my
Hi, John.
he did the non MCU fan ranks Marvel stuff. He really, really liked Superman, like loved it.
Oh,
So
wow. That's good.
yeah, but he was a Superman fan going into it, and like he watched Smallville and all the animated shit. So I think he
Mm,
connected on a deeper level to it.
that makes sense.
Yeah, as opposed to us where we just pretty much just fucking slandered it for 65 minutes.
I
I didn't mean to.
don't think. Yeah, I didn't mean to either. I didn't think it was a bad movie. Like, honestly, I'd watch it
Yeah,
a second time. It's just
I
that,
would
like,
rewatch
I
it.
just didn't think it was the best movie ever created. Like, especially not the best superhero movie ever made.
I
But
think it
it
was
was
the
good.
best Superman film.
Probably that, yeah.
Have I seen any others? I've seen Man of Steel. But that's it.
It's not hard to do better than that one.
Okay, so we're moving away before you upset me with your Snyder bashing because I'm a
Yeah.
closeted Snyder cultist.
We're gonna
Um,
get a lot of comments.
we need to go. We need to go back. So I am okay. We're gonna talk about my gooch for a second.
Oh, is it clean at least?
It is clean because I showered.
Oh yay!
I showered and I got in there with my sponge.
Nice. Not a lot
Never.
of people know to do that.
Yeah. Well,
People
I
neglect
had
the
to be
gooch.
gentle because it's quite tender. I had a lot of chafing. So the reason this is relevant is because it relates to my choice of clothing, which is what we were talking about before. So I'm not wearing a jockstrap, but I am wearing another item of clothing that is not going to cause any chafing. But yeah, and no socks. No socks. Crocs though. I've got
Wait,
my
wait.
Crocs
What
on.
is it? That could mean so many things.
It could, and you know what? If we ever get to 100 episodes, I'll say what it was.
Yay!
100 episode special. What is Oliver wearing between his butt cheeks?
You won't say it. You'll show it.
I'll start an OnlyFans,
Yeah,
and
that's what we're really gunning for.
I'll get everything out. No, I
Hell
probably
yeah!
won't do that unless I get fired.
Like,
Which, if I now follow up that conversation with the place that I work, I'll get fired. So that's
hell
good.
yeah!
Okay. So
Let's
now
make
that
this.
we've
Let's make this happen, baby. Let's make this happen.
now that
I
we've
got 10
wrapped up
bucks a month.
Superman, nope. Oh, that's not bad actually. Maybe cash it all in for $10 a month just from you, my one
Hell yeah!
subscriber. Pictures of
Pay
the
all your
gooch.
bills.
God. Okay, so Superman and gooch talk out the way. Have you seen anything about Absolute Batman?
I have.
Oh my God. Okay, what
I've
do you
been
think of
seeing
it?
a lot about it.
Tell me about
I
what your opinions are.
I've been definitely thinking about reading it because some of the designs are fucking crazy. I did see Poison Ivy's design. I'm kind of pissed about that, but
Yeah.
some of the other ones are pretty fucking crazy. like Killer Crocs.
You wanted your
That like
edgy emo Guna Poison Ivy skin.
just a little,
Just a tad.
just a little.
I
I don't
have
know. I just figured she'd
pre-ordered.
be cooler.
Pre-ordered the first volume of it, which I think is like the first 5 issues, I want to say.
Oh,
It might be less, actually. It might be like 3 or 4 issues. But I pre-ordered the first TP for it, and it's called The Zoo. Because I saw... So, I've been seeing shit about, like... Have you seen, like, Mr. Freeze is like a Wendigo?
oh yeah, I did see that.
Yeah, I saw
He's a
shit
little
like that.
creepy.
Everyone's a little fucking creepy. But then... So,
Yeah.
it's written by Scott Snyder, who did... no relation to our Lord and Saviour, Snyder Christ. But... absolute cinema. But... so it's written by Scott Snyder, and Scott Snyder created the Court of Owls, and
Oh,
he's a real. I think personally, like if it's got fucking Scott Snyder's name on it, like I'm reading it instantly. Like he's one of those writers where I'm like, yep, like
okay.
I'm sold on name value. He's a bit like Hickman for the Marvel stuff. Now that I've read
Okay.
Secret Wars, I'm like Hickman's on it. Give me. So as soon as I saw Snyder's name on Absolute Batman, I was like, oh yeah, we're gonna give this a go. And then I started seeing like all the villains like online and shit. Everyone's been talking about it, and like they recently showed Killer Croc and Bane, and they look really sick. Killer Croc looks terrifying. He's like a Godzilla with like a mouth going halfway down his
Yeah,
torso.
Bane is Hugh fucking mungus.
Bane's massive.
Humongous.
But yeah, so and Joker's wearing a suit of babies.
Yeah, I don't understand the logistics of that
Well,
or the smell, but I mean, when you're crazy,
there's something to do with
oh god.
like I think Batman gets like captured at some stage in Arkham and they take his batsuit away from him, but then they find that he's like put weapons inside of his body like surgically
Oh Jesus
just in
Christ.
case he was ever stripped of his suit in that scenario, he'd
So
be able to rip weapons out of himself.
he is the Bat Belt now. He
Yeah,
no
pretty
longer needs the
much.
belt. He is the
I
belt.
just love I love that it's such a simple concept of like, well, what if Batman wasn't rich? And this is what he's like if he's not rich.
Yeah,
I think it's
that's
mental.
scary.
But yeah, I wanted to bring that up because we'll probably end up talking about it at some point later in the future when we've both seen more of it and I've probably read it and trying to
So
persuade you to read it.
it's Absolute, right?
Yeah, absolute
Batman.
Batman.
And then I've read, because I read the Absolute Superman, the first couple issues of
Oh
that, and
yeah.
I read like the first issue of Absolute Green Lantern,
So
and it's pretty crazy
what
how
is the
different it is.
concept for Superman? Because I've seen the cover.
Yeah, well, it's actually pretty cool because he's kind of more like Supergirl instead of like, because he doesn't come as a baby, he comes as like almost an adult.
Yeah.
When he gets to Earth, he's like basically already a grown man,
Okay.
and then
Oh, they
he's a
homelanded him.
refugee. He's a refugee for most of the beginning of it,
Oh.
and he doesn't meet the Kents until like I think after the first issue.
Have they gone evil Superman?
He's not evil. He's
Okay.
really against like exploitation of the working class because his parents weren't. Well, they were scientists, but then they were like brought down to being farmers. So they didn't. He didn't grow up with all like the higher ups. You know, like the House of
Yeah, yeah.
Zor-El that he's usually from.
Mm.
He's from like a farming area on Krypton. So he's super for workers' rights and shit.
So
That's
far, the
basically
absolute universe is like, what if all these really godlike superheroes were in fact still superheroes but poor instead?
yeah, basically.
And
That's
we're
what it's
getting
seeming
like
like.
cool looking stories out of it. I'm really excited for it, and I think like um DC have never, at least in my opinion, they've never really had like a multiverse. Maybe Death Metal at a push with like the Batman Who Laughs, but I don't think they've ever had like a multiversal equivalent to like the Ultimate Universe that Marvel's got, and I think Absolute
Yeah.
kind of is getting there with it.
It's pretty crazy how it's coming together. Because I mean, I feel like Absolute Batman, everything seems crazier in Gotham still, just like it did in the original like run. But
Yeah.
even when it comes to like the bad guys, like because Brainiac is an absolute Superman and he is fucking crazy. His like issue it like goes based on like how he became Brainiac as the
Mm.
bad guy, and that shit was nuts. And the visuals of it was super creepy. Definitely leans into the horror aspects a lot more, which I'm totally for.
Same. I would love, even though I've not read any of it yet, even just based off of the visuals, I said to
Hmm.
old Jonathan, because we were talking about it when I pre-ordered it, I was like, I would love a HBO animated show that was like rated R based off of all of this universe shit. Like,
Yeah,
that would get me into watching DC animation then if they did something like that.
that's crazy.
I
That would
absolutely,
be, yeah, something to see
I
for
just think
sure.
the visuals of it would be so amazing.
Yeah.
Anywho, oh, also Absolute Flash. They gave him he's got like a ginger mullet and he looks amazing.
Oh yeah, because it's Wally West, isn't it? I do need to
Yeah.
read that one. I love
I want
Wally
all of
West.
them. I want all of this Absolute universe, and I want all the new
Can't wait
Ultimate
for
stuff
the
as well.
because didn't they announce that they're doing an Absolute Justice League? I'm excited to see how they come
Oh,
together in a
probably.
Justice League because that'd be nuts. I
Yeah.
can't imagine all these characters together. Like I really can't. So I'm excited to see how it actually comes together.
So am I. Hopefully, did they have like a date for that, or
I wouldn't know. I don't pay attention to shit like that.
just
When it
let me
comes out
fucking
and there's like
let me,
5 issues,
according to
then
my
I'll probably
calculations,
realize.
Absolute Justice League. Oh, it just says there's no, just off of like the top links. There's no confirmation of it happening, but it's very likely,
Um,
and that it would probably be called the Absolutes, like
oh well.
the Ultimate Universe has the Ultimates.
Right.
Anywho, so yeah, comics are kind of popping off at the moment. Plus, we've got like the crossover
For
with
real.
like Marvel and DC happening as well, which is also crazy. There's just a lot of cool comics happening right now,
We're being
and
fed.
we are being fed. Do you know who else is feeding us, Ryan? That's a sick segue.
Who else is feeding us? I'm hungry.
Kevin Feige, and he's baby birding the shit out of us.
Baby bird. We're
He
getting
hit
it
us
brought right
with
to
all
our
the
door.
info. I am on my knees, and he's spitting in my throat.
Well, I don't want this. I'd like to.
I would do it
I'd
if
like
I
to talk
could
about.
see Doomsday and Secret Wars earlier than anybody else in the entire world. Then he could spit in my mouth as much as he wanted.
Put me on the set. Put me on the set.
I thought you were gonna say put me on a drip, like you're getting drip fed his spit through an
No.
IV.
Oh my god.
Okay, so I prepped you in advance for this. You received some prepping, and it weren't spit related. So Kevin Feige dropped a shit ton of info. We're not going to talk about a single piece of it just yet because, yeah, let me write down just a reminder for it, just in case I fucking go off topic mid sentence. So you know Wonder Man is coming out in like December, right?
Yeah.
Well, they had the premiere for the Fantastic Four. Oh, we're also getting Fantastic Four skins for Fortnite.
Thank
Just
God.
throw that in there as well. We're finally getting them.
So many
Anyway,
foreskins.
it's all the foreskins for rivals as well. So you get 2 sets of foreskins.
Heck yeah.
So Wonder Man's coming out in December, and Yahya Abdul-Mateen, who's playing Wonder Man, turned up to the Fantastic Four premiere, I think yesterday or like, I don't want to say earlier today because of the time, but I'm going to assume yesterday. And he was method acting. So in Wonder Man, he's playing a character that is auditioning for the role of Wonder Man. So he turned up to the premiere as the character that will be auditioning for Wonder Man in the show. And he was
That's crazy.
answering questions to the press as Wonder Man, which is mental, and I love it. It's such a good way to
That's so
advertise
meta.
it. But yeah, I wanted to. That's it. That's all. I just wanted to say that that was a thing that happened. I thought it was
Okay.
cool.
I mean, that is cool. I don't think I've ever seen anybody do that like in an interview. Usually they want to keep all that under wraps, you know?
Marvel have definitely never done it, which I
No.
think is a nice change. I like that they're really doubling down on his character, because I don't know much about Wonder Man, but I like Yaya. He's a cool actor, so... Okay, we got a big info drop before we get on to, like... I'm going to hit you, like, with all of the info, and then afterwards we're going to talk about the Fantastic Four ratings. Not too much, though, because I haven't looked at reviews for obvious reasons. They're mostly, like, fucking vague as well. Like, everyone's just either... oh, it's really good, or oh, it's meh. It's like just your usual Marvel review stuff without having to get
Right.
into spoilers. In fact, I'll just mention the rating now. It got rated an 88 on Rotten Tomatoes, which, for comparison, is the exact same as Thunderbolts.
Oh,
So, it's quite promising. And I did have...
yeah.
I've lost it. I did have a thing up here. Where's it fucking gone? I had like a nice display piece where it showed me, I think it was by Variety. They showed all the previous ratings by Rotten Tomatoes. No, it's fucking gone. I don't know where it was. But Ant-Man got like 40 something. So for
Oh
comparison.
wow.
So Fantastic Four.
Which Ant-Man? Quantumanium?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So they're doing good. In terms of like ratings and shit, I think having a rating as good as Thunderbolts is fucking, you know, like Thunderbolts is probably, is it my film of the year? Probably. I enjoyed Thunderbolts.
Yeah, it was definitely one of the more popular Marvel movies to come out recently, and then I feel like even normal people kind of were interested in it.
Yeah, not enough for it to make a
Normal
decent amount of
people.
money, but I feel like Fantastic Four has got the name value.
Yeah.
There's a lot more hype around characters from the Fantastic Four than there is the
And I
Thunderbolts.
feel like I feel like with it being a whole different universe, all new characters we've never seen before, like that is definitely a good starting point for a lot of people to go just see a Fantastic Four movie and not necessarily have to care about the MCU at all.
Yeah,
So that's even better than what Thunderbolts was, because even though we did have some people, like honestly, it was just Bob was the only person we didn't already know.
yeah.
So
So
it's just yeah.
I've got a bit of a list actually. So I'm gonna list you like the top rated MCU Marvel films, like based on Rotten Tomatoes. Okay, so
Okay.
bearing in mind, I just said that that was 88. It doesn't make it into the top 10, but like I'll tell you what some of the top films rated were. So the highest rated MCU film is Black Panther at 96.
That's valid.
Then Endgame at 94 and Iron Man at 94.
Uh-huh.
Then you've got Ragnarok, No Way Home at 93. And then, shockingly, which I'm fucking buzzing about, but Homecoming is at 92.
What? Oh,
Isn't that mental?
yeah.
In fact, all, like, the entire MCU Marvel, fucking hell, MCU Marvel, the entire MCU Spider-Man trilogy is in the top 10 highest rated.
That's crazy.
And, 88 would place it just under Doctor Strange and on level with Thunderbolts and above Ant-Man and the Wasp. Which I don't know how Ant-Man and the Wasp got an 87, which is higher than Infinity War. That's crazy.
That is nuts.
Wakanda Forever got an 84. Fucking hell. Okay.
What did Captain America the Winter Soldier make?
The Winter Soldier. I haven't even seen it on the list. Oh, there it is.
Oh,
Okay, wait, no. It got a 90.
okay.
Civil War
That makes
and
me feel a
Winter
little better.
Soldier are both the exact same, and they fall
Okay, but
just under
Civil
the
War was so
Avengers.
much worse than the Winter Soldier. Are you kidding me? The Winter Soldier was so good. That was like one of the best Marvel. Anyway, whatever. I won't even get into it.
Yeah, no,
We'll
don't.
move on.
Don't. Because we won't
What
make
the
it to
fuck?
24 episodes, and they won't find your body by the time that we're done.
Oh my god. Why
You
do you like Civil
know.
War?
You know that I like Civil War.
I know.
And I can't tell you why, because I haven't rewatched it recently. But
You
I'd
can't
like
remember.
to. I can't remember why I like it so much, but I
Well,
like
let's
it.
let's rewatch Captain America Winter Soldier,
Oh,
and Captain America Civil War as a
all of
trilogy, and then
them.
we'll decide what are the best. We have to know the whole trajectory. Honestly, we should just do all the Marvel movies at that point.
It's almost like I'm already doing that on the channel as reaction videos, and it's just taking me
Well,
years to get through them.
well,
And
I'll
I'm
just have to watch the
editing
reaction
Captain
video.
America. I'll rewatch Winter Soldier and Civil War though.
God, I love the Winter Soldier. Such a good movie.
Okay, let's fucking talk about what Kevin Feige said, because this bitch dropped some news.
All right, let's get into it.
I don't know, like, in terms of what's better and what's worse, I'm just gonna kind of, like, wing it, because I've got a list. So, it is confirmed that Jack Schreier, if that's how you say his name, the director for Thunderbolts, is 100% confirmed to be making the new X-Men film.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think that's going to be pretty good.
Ooh.
Because he did the whole found family thing so well.
Yeah.
And the commentary on mental health, I think he's going to knock it out the park with, like, the whole X-Men individuality, you know, minority kind of, you know, social commentary that the X-Men deal with.
Yeah. That would probably be really good.
I can't wait. It's been rumored for a long time, but it was said in the article that Variety posted, so I'm taking it as fact. He said like Jack Schreier is going to be working on it. Like that was in the quote. So I'm assuming it's 100%. He also said that because there's some here that kind of all wrap together with Secret Wars. So he's also said that they're going to be taking a new approach to the Disney Plus TV shows. They're not going to be stopping them or anything like that. They're still going to be doing them. But they've realized that TV shows shouldn't be homework, which I think is what he said in the quote. Like, he called it homework. And they should be formatted more like WandaVision and Moon Knight and Loki, where you can watch them, like, weekly as a TV show. They're formatted as an actual show, which is true. They
Yeah.
should be fucking like that.
I don't know why they
was
thought
great
it.
like that.
Why would they ever think that people want to like? I don't know. You
I
can't
mean,
give
we
somebody
said
six
that
episodes
about,
of a show in 2 weeks
but we said
and
that
just
about Ironheart. Like, why wasn't that weekly? Like, there's so
yeah.
many issues with the way that they're formatting their shows.
I definitely yeah. It's good that they're realizing that and that people have been speaking out about the situation because this is ridiculous.
Yeah. Is there anybody off the top of your head that you want a show to be about?
Off the top of my head, oh my
Just the
god.
first character that pops into your head that you would want a new era of Marvel TV show to focus on.
I I can't really think of
I've caught you off
anyone
guard by it. I didn't let you prep for that
I
one.
mean, no, I mean,
What about like a
they've given me
Winter
so
Soldier
many good ones.
flashback TV show?
They okay, but they could just do a season 2 of the Falcon and the Winter Soldier at that
Yeah,
point.
but he's not Falcon anymore, so they couldn't.
I don't care.
But I would fuck
Ugh,
with like a Winter Soldier show, Winter Soldier through the years.
that would be cool.
Each episode is like a different decade and a different mission. What about so on the topic of Moon Knight, because I think he mentioned Moon Knight's TV show in a portion of it, which I was quite surprised about, because we haven't heard anything about Moon Knight since the show came out, really. Moon Knight and the Eternals are both confirmed to be returning at some stage in a film in the future of the MCU.
I mean, I'm excited about Moon Knight. I definitely was worried that they were just gonna kind of forget about him. but I mean, I know the characters of the Eternals were pretty cool, so I guess that it's nice to know that they're coming back. Plus, the way that that movie ended was insane, and they just
Yeah.
haven't talked about. I mean, I guess they have. They've been mentioning the Celestial, but like seriously, what's going on with that? Like,
It
I
took
feel like
too
it's been
long.
so long.
It
Yeah.
just...
And now they're doing like other more powerful people, like the
Mm.
Celestials are still on the back burner, even though we've been knowing most about the Celestials. Like they've been pushing the Celestials for I don't know. It's interesting.
I really think that like the whole Celestial storyline that they were building with Eternals could have, and maybe it still will, but it could have linked into the whole thing with Galactus, because is Galactus not a Celestial?
I thought so.
I thought so.
But
Let
he's
me...
different from like the other ones though, right?
I believe so. Because in the
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy flashback, they show the Celestials when they're like using the Power Stone or whatever stone it fucking is in that film.
Right.
Like, they
Right.
look like they're wearing Galactus-esque helmets, which I'm pretty certain there was like a lot of, oh, it's an Easter egg to Galactus, but they can't use him. Is Galactus a Celestial?
It's
No!
hard to say that it would even yeah.
Galactus was once a mortal being named Galen, who existed in a universe before the current one, with while
Oh,
Celestials are beings that are birthed from planets and are involved in the creation and destruction of the universes. I feel like they go hand in hand. Galactus fucking eats planets.
yeah.
Oh, and
I don't
then
know.
that was AI overview, and then the first Reddit thing is literally Galactus is a Celestial.
Yeah.
So who fucking knows anymore?
Well, AI
Whatever.
doesn't fucking know, so stop looking at the AI.
I forget, because they put... How do you turn... Can you turn the AI overview thing off?
I haven't figured it out yet.
I hate it. It is awful. And everyone at my work fucking refers to it. Okay, we're not getting on another AI chat, because it will upset me. But I'm quite happy to see the Eternals back. You already know that I didn't really care that much for Moon Knight. I'm not going to, like, be upset that he's returning. But I want Icarus and fucking Fina and... Not Droog. I've moved on from Droog. But Makari. Give me these characters back, because they were cool. They had some sick fight
Yeah.
scenes in Eternals, and the
And it
CGI was
seemed
great.
Eternals just seems so oh so much away from the rest of the MCU that we really do need to see them like in something with other
Exactly.
characters. That's kind of the same with Moon Knight. Like yeah, we know realistically this is in the same universe, but like sometimes when the tone of a show differs so much from other parts of the universe, it can be hard to even comprehend that these two characters could even meet or anything like that. So you kind of need to push them together.
Which is why you need moments like Daredevil showing up in a show like She-Hulk and then hopping back over
Yeah.
into his own show.
Yep.
It all comes full
Otherwise, what's the
circle.
fucking point?
We always revert back to She-Hulk.
Yeah.
Oh
I
god.
actually just saw like it was a post about how like different things were all in the same universe and part of it was Daredevil Born Again and him like going through terrible things and then the other one was like Thor Love and Thunder and like
Oh
a
yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special and it was like
Yeah.
yeah, but that's kind of how real life is that like there's
Oh
going to be
yeah.
different people going through different things at the same time but like then they come
Exactly.
together and I mean that's the whole point. So I definitely think that they need to learn how to use these characters more efficiently before they're just giving them their own solo movie. But whatever.
That was a very beautiful quote there, Ryan. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm doing my best.
I can get that tattooed on my gooch.
Hell
God.
yeah, that's the perfect spot for it.
Do you know what else is the perfect spot for putting in my... No, never mind.
Scratch that.
Yeah, we'll move on. So, Mephisto!
Oh man, hell yeah.
So,
Mephisto.
Kevin
Yeah.
Feige has 100% confirmed Mephisto will be returning and is going to be involved in the future of the MCU, presumably post Secret Wars. It's not like... I was like, oh yeah, well, fucking obviously. But then you flash back like 3 weeks ago. I don't know if it was 3 weeks. It could have been like 2 or whatever. But flashback to Ironheart, and we were debating about whether or not we'd even see him again. So this is kind of big news.
Yeah.
Because they could have just cast him aside, and we just never see him. But we pretty
It would.
much got confirmation he's going to be back.
And as much as I'm happy for the confirmation, it's still like when? Because Secret
Yeah.
Wars is still like only a thought.
Yeah.
You know, it's like not even anything yet. So it's like when exactly are we even thinking about any of this stuff happening?
If I had to hazard a guess, I would say that he's going to show up in Secret Wars, but he's not going to have any substantial role. It's just going to be, boom, he's here. You know, he's involved in this in some way so that moving forward, you know, it makes sense that, like, oh, well, everybody came to see Secret Wars, so they're going to know who this guy is because he popped up there.
Yeah. He's gonna be in a fucking mid-credit scene.
More than likely, I would not be surprised. Oh, what if Doom makes a deal with Mephisto to create Secret Wars?
I mean, it would make sense that Doom and Mephisto work together, right?
Yeah, I think it would.
Doom does all that magic shit.
I think, like, there would be Doom supremacists, though, that were like, oh, well, Doom wouldn't fall for Mephisto's plan. It's like, shut the fuck up. It's
Well,
the
that's
MCU.
the thing is that, like, they both think that they know that they can get one up on the other before the other can. Like, they both think that they're the baddest motherfucker around. So, of course, they'll use the other bad guy that wants to get rid of the same people, but they both think they're using each other. It'd probably be hilarious.
Yeah. I would love to see, like,
Mephisto Doom fight at the end.
Robert Downey Jr. Doom with Sacha Baron Cohen's Mephisto, just in one scene, just insulting. It'd be like the Cyberman Dalek thing from Doomsday.
Oh god,
where they're just going back and forth. You are superior at dying. That's just all it would be. Back and forth. It means that Ironheart's going to be back.
Yeah.
I don't know in what capacity. Maybe a season 2?
I really think we need a season 2 before she's anywhere in the MCU. I need to know what the fuck is going on.
It's the same thing as what you said before about, like, I feel like she's a little bit too disconnected. When we reviewed it, I think I mentioned it during the review, or I at least mentioned it when we were talking about it, but when I said that, like, it would have been cool if we'd seen Rhodey. Like, I feel like she needs a link into the main MCU a little bit more. She just feels like on the outskirts a little bit too much for me.
Yeah.
But I'm glad, like,
I definitely agree.
If Mephisto's coming back, she's got his cape, hood, whatever. So she's definitely going to be back. We also...
100%.
what else have we got on here? Oh, he made a point of saying that Mephisto is quite sort of substantial to, like, classic comic book Thanos stories. And I don't know why he would say that unless they're planning on, like, you know, did Thanos make a deal with Mephisto kind of thing? Because I think it would be wild if... Do you know, like, if Mephisto was the reason for Endgame?
That would be crazy.
Because then that in turn means that he's the reason, like, if he set off Thanos, that means that he's the reason that, like, Vision is dead, which links to Scarlet Witch, and then, like, you know, fucking Tony's dead, which is gonna eventually link to Doom.
It makes you wonder how that would benefit him. Like, what were his motivations there? Does he just want, like, half of the souls to
Possibly.
die? Like
maybe
that was part of the snap?
Instead of Thanos impressing Lady Death, he's gone gay for Mephisto. That's what it is.
Oh yeah.
He's
That's
become
hilarious.
Mephisto's
It'd be crazy
bottom.
if he's like the reason Thanos got like the first stone or something crazy like that. I don't know.
Oh yeah, because doesn't Thanos have... Is it just one of the stones, or does he have, like, 2 of the stones by the time we get to him?
Well, he has the
He took
Mind
one from the
Stone,
Nova
which he
Corps, right?
gives, but that was before the Avenger. I mean, that was after the Avengers, I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah.
Because in the Avengers, he sends Loki with the Mind Stone and the Scepter, and then to get
Yeah.
the Tesseract, which is the Space Stone. But I don't know if he had a second stone. I figure he must have had a second stone. Otherwise, why would you send off the only stone you have? So he must have had at least one other stone.
Well, he definitely got one
But he
after
didn't have the
Guardians of the
Reality
Galaxy.
Stone. He didn't have the Soul Stone. He didn't have the Power Stone or the Space Stone. But he did have the Mind Stone, and then there's one more, the Time Stone. He didn't have that one either. So no, he would have only had the Mind Stone.
Okay. Wait, 1 minute. How is that the one that goes into Vision's forehead?
Mm,
That's the Soul Stone.
yeah, the one that
Okay.
was in the scepter. Yeah.
Fucking hell.
No, the Soul Stone was on Vormir. He didn't have the Soul
Oh,
Stone.
of course.
Wait,
Okay.
did he?
You have to no, because you have to trade the
I'm
thing
confused.
and get. You have to trade
Yeah,
soul for
because
a soul thing.
Gamora got killed for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She got fridged.
That was like
Okay.
the whole point of Infinity War and why we even had Endgame, because fucking Star-Lord couldn't keep it in his pants. Anyway,
Oh yeah. No. Let's
move
talk
on.
about that. Okay. So yeah. Anyway, Kevin. Fuck you, Chris Pratt. Old Kevin said something to do with Thanos. I can't remember what it was, but we're moving on because you've upset me. You brought Star Lord
Fucking
up.
brought up
Fuck
a
you.
trigger word. Trigger.
Okay, let's talk about the Secret Wars stuff because this was pretty big. Okay, so he said that I'll start with like the least interesting and we'll build towards the most interesting. He said that Secret Wars will obviously be like a sort of, I won't say the word just yet, but quotation marks, like a fresh start for the MCU in a way. It's going to wrap up a lot of their post-Endgame storylines, you know, in the most appropriate way that they can, which I have no idea how they're going to fucking do. Because I feel like they're just fucking, they've whipped this out of nowhere, which there's another quote by him which is kind of infuriating me, but he has essentially said that Kang was never the true villain post Endgame because he wasn't big enough. And I
See,
call
this is what
bullshit.
I saw too. I saw this. There's no way he's being for real.
I call the biggest amount of bullshit. This is like
This is
fucking,
backpedaling.
yeah, exactly. This is one of those things that like if James Gunn had said it, I wouldn't have gone to see Superman.
Right.
But I give Feige the pass because he's built up some fucking rapport with us. But like that's fucking bullshit. Everybody knows like the real world drama that happened with Jonathan Majors, and granted, like I know that you're not a Kang fan. I'm not a Kang fan, but
He's the worst villain of the Avengers that they've
like
ever.
you
Okay,
cannot
actually,
with Loki
the
though. The entrance in Loki and like what it was setting up, the lore that it was setting up, the excitement and like the
yeah,
tension that it was building and stuff, and like oh my god, the multiverse is breaking and there's gonna be this multiversal war, and the Avengers are gonna fight hundreds of Kangs. Fuck off! Obviously, he was gonna be the biggest villain.
yeah.
That's bullshit. Bullshit.
The fact that there were so many versions of him, and they basically said that like no matter what version of him there is, he will always try to
Yeah.
conquer. Is like, and then, I mean, everyone's always talking about Iron Lad. You really could have gone in that direction with it. That would have been crazy to like bring in a young Kang the Conqueror too after that. Like, I don't know. I
Oh my
don't like
god.
Kang, but there definitely were like there was definitely story there to tell. But like honestly, with Quantumanium, I could see them being like this wasn't a huge success, but they did Kang and MODOK. I just don't know. Like that movie was so bad. It was not like Kang's movie. He shouldn't have even been the bad guy in the quantum realm. Like I don't understand.
And
It
like
just didn't make any
the
sense.
thing
He's a
is,
time villain.
as
Well,
much as like it partially makes sense for the MCU, but it's still not good.
because they did that whole thing with the quantum realm and the
Yeah,
time
yeah.
travel. But yeah, it's convoluted and it doesn't make a lot of
It
sense.
shouldn't have been wrapped into Ant-Man. They should have just kept it with Loki and the fucking TVA. They're the time
Yeah.
traveling universal hoppers, you know. But
Yeah.
I think, and people that don't like Jonathan Majors are probably going to disagree, but I think Jonathan Majors elevates the fuck out of Kang. Kang has never been cooler than when... And I know you haven't seen Loki Season 2, but Jonathan Majors is so good in that role because he returns for the one who waits, the one who remains. He returns in that role because they revisit that scene from Season 1, and he's so
Oh,
good. He's amazing in it, and I fucking wish that they would bring him back. I want to
well,
see it so bad.
womp womp.
I know. Womp womp. He might come back. He could come back. We could see him in Secret Wars.
Probably don't want.
I think it is quite likely that we see Doom kill a shit ton of CGI Kangs.
You think?
Yeah, I think, and that's how they like definitively. Even though I think Loki kind of did a decent job of it, I think that that's how they're gonna completely just wipe out Kang away from the MCU. Is just boom, this scene of
Are
Doom
they allowed
obliterating
to
them.
do that?
Why not? If
Are
they
they gonna
have,
be like,
if they've got their helmets on and they're like variants and shit,
yeah, I guess that'd be crazy.
they could definitely get away with like a slow motion montage of him just murking Kangs. But yeah, it's bollocks that like Kang wasn't the next big bad of the MCU. He claims it was
Yeah,
always Doom.
no.
Like, where's the build up?
No one even knew Doom was happening this soon at all.
Because there was no mention of him whatsoever.
And it still didn't make a whole lot of sense because we didn't, I don't know. We didn't even know there was going to be Fantastic Four, and like they're always together.
I do think it makes it quite. I didn't mean to. I think I smacked my lips quite loud then, but I was taking a drink. Um, I think it makes it quite likely that Doom is going to appear in Fantastic Four in an end credit scene, though. I haven't seen any spoilers
Yeah.
for it, but I'm taking like a bingo card with me, and Doom is going to be on the bingo card to tick off. I've got
He
like
kind of has to.
all
Are
the
there any
things.
more, like, how many more movies are even coming
It's
out
just
before Avengers Doomsday?
it's this. Then we've got Wonder Man,
Right.
um, Eyes of Wakanda, Marvel Zombies, whatever else is coming out for animation this year. Then next year we've got Daredevil Season 2. We've got The Punisher special presentation. We've got Spider-Man Brand New Day
Mm.
and Vision Quest. And then that's it. The only film is Spider-Man.
Mm. And they said it was going to be a more grounded Spider-Man, so I don't know.
Yeah, well, it has to be with Punisher in now.
Yeah.
But I
I
don't
don't think they're going
know.
to put any of them in Doomsday.
I don't know what they're doing between like Doomsday and Secret Wars, though. I don't think anything is on the slate.
Mm.
I mean, they could add something, but I don't think they will. Like, the anticipation between going to see Doomsday for Christmas in 2026 and then, like, well, let's turn up in 365 days to watch part 2. Like, that's a pretty
I don't
big
know. They could do
cinematic
some,
event.
like, they could do some, like, TV shows in between that, I think.
They,
Like one
they could.
TV show or two.
I'd be down for, like, if they wanted to stick Vision Quest or something in there.
Yeah.
But that just finished filming as well, so that will definitely, unless they pull an Ironheart, that will definitely be out next year. I'm quite excited for that. See old Paul Bettany in his big white suit.
Yeah, I'm kind of excited. It's been a while since WandaVision.
It's been like 3 or 4 years.
God,
It's
time
insane.
flies, bro.
Do you want to know
These
what
movies are
else?
never gonna end.
Would you like to hear what else Kevin Feige brought up in relation to Secret Wars?
What else? This man's just fucking
He
chatting
ain't
up a
done.
storm.
So he has used the word. So there's been a lot of chatter around Secret Wars and the MCU being rebooted after Secret Wars.
Hmm.
He's commented on that, and he said
Oh,
that.
I think I know
Oh,
what you're about to say.
what word am I going to say, Ryan?
I think you're gonna talk about how he said that he was gonna recast Iron Man and Captain America.
I wasn't, but that was next on the list.
Oh,
But we can talk about it
there was
anyway.
more?
Yeah, it was these last
Holy
2 points.
fuck.
Yeah. So he said that it's not going to be a reboot. It's going to be a reset. It is
Ugh,
going to
yeah.
move back to one continuous singular timeline. We're not going to have basically the multiverse saga is what he's saying. Um, and it's going to be a lot more streamlined. You know, he then did comment saying that, and it made me quite excited actually when I read it, but he mentioned that, we're going to be recasting characters.
Uh,
Eventually, he spoke about the X-Men, which we all obviously expected recasting the X-Men.
yeah.
He said that's where it's going to start, and he did confirm that, like, the whole reset in the MCU will start with the X-Men. So presumably post Secret Wars, the first film will be X-Men. That'll be like the new Iron Man. Which that's quite exciting. Whole new
Yeah.
cast, complete fresh start. They're the birth of the new universe, which I think kind of leans into the idea that when, oh god, I don't want to give you too many spoilers for the book, but when the end of Secret Wars happens and this new universe gets created, mutants are going to kind of be like placed into it, as opposed to like they've existed the entire time.
Yeah.
They're going to be like, we're going to put the mutant gene into this universe so that
Well,
we can get these guys.
that's upsetting.
I think that's just based off of what happens on Secret Wars and that quote and like the way that he's worded it and shit. That's the vibe I get, instead of like they're going to jump from one universe into the other. I think it's going to be like, plop, in you are.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense in a way because I know that they've been struggling with their multiverse stuff, and I know that it can get very convoluted, but it's dumb because there's so much you can do with multiverse that they've not done anything with.
Yeah.
Like the first time we're getting like a genuine another dimension was like Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, but now the Fantastic Four we're actually like, getting a story in another universe.
Yeah.
So I feel like I don't know, there's just so many more stories you can do within a multiversal lens that they haven't even touched on. But I mean, for regular people, I'm sure that it'll be a lot easier to like
Yeah, I
understand
think
that it's
that's the
all in
thing.
one universe.
Yeah, I think it's the multiverse stuff is just not very like general audience friendly, and plus
Yeah.
everyone suddenly started doing multiverse. Like DC did it with the Flash,
What gets me
Invincible did
though
it.
is that they could have kept it as like the whole point was that the movie universe was supposed to be a different universe within the Marvel universe as a whole. You know what
Mm.
I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
That's how I've always seen it. So like when they actually brought in a multiverse within the movies, it just kind of felt like they were discovering maybe the multiverse that already existed. But instead they did it in a way where it was like the multiverse was being created, and cuz they called the MCU universe Earth 616, it just kind of like means that the comics and the TV shows, anything you've seen Marvel related is like all on its own and the movies have nothing to do with it.
yeah,
Which is like fine. It just kind of upsets me as like somebody who just sees it all as different universes in the same like tree, you know?
yeah. I definitely do
But
get what you mean.
I guess this will kind of help keep the movies all on their own
Yeah, I
instead of
do.
inter.
I definitely get what you mean. Um, I don't know. I feel like I don't care as much about Marvel MCU stories because I feel like that I don't have any faith that they would adapt comic book stories anyway anymore, because they just do their own
Yeah.
thing and they like hodgepodge Frankenstein different storylines and shit together to make their own, which is fine. Like, it's proven to work in the past with certain shit.
Yeah.
Civil War. But, like, I feel like I would enjoy to see, you know, a Secret Empire film. But it's like, how do you do that without... Like, they've set themselves up where Secret Empire has to be completely new. You wouldn't get, like, a multiversal Secret Empire film. It has to now happen within the world of the MCU, under the MCU's rules.
Yeah.
And I do feel like... And maybe that leans into the whole casting thing, because he said... So he specifically quoted, like, saying about Sean Connery and James Bond. He said, like, nobody thought that anybody could replace Sean Connery as James Bond. Which I said that during me and John did a pitches thing for, like, what we want to see for Secret Wars and after Secret Wars. And I said, like, a James Bond style of recasting. Because it is possible. You just need to, like, make it aware to general audiences that that's what you're doing now. So
Right.
I was quite happy that he quoted that. Because, like, I love Daniel Craig as James Bond, and I love Pierce Brosnan as James Bond. And they're all technically the same character, telling, like... What's wrong?
I just don't care.
What about
I I don't want to
recasting?
see. I want to see the different characters that take up the mantle. I don't want to see Tony
Okay.
Stark as Iron Man forever, or Steve Rogers as Captain America forever. I want to see other people have different takes on the title. Like what I like.
But I think
So it's just kind of
you can have
upsetting.
your cake and you can eat it by having, like, if you recast Steve Rogers, it doesn't have to be for Captain America. It could be for Old Man Steve or for, like, Director of Shield
But
Steve.
they're not gonna do that.
But they
They're gonna
could.
give you white bread Captain America.
I do get what you mean with it.
Like I just and if they're doing a full reboot of like now it's a whole new universe, you don't know who they're getting rid of now.
That is
Like
also
for
true.
all we know, yeah, Ironheart's on the chopping block because now they're gonna have Iron Man back. Like Spider-Man might not exist in the MCU anymore because Sony wants Spider-Man back and we have Iron Man back, so we don't need Spider-Man to take the place of Iron Man. Like and then with Captain America, Sam Wilson Captain America, he's also Captain America? That doesn't make any sense. There can't be two Captain Americas.
There are in the comics.
I just don't. That's dumb. And
I
that
like that there's multiple Captain Americas.
I don't.
Because I think that they stand for different things and they represent different people in America. I think it would make more sense to have multiple Captain Americas, just like you've got Miles Morales and Peter Parker.
But they're not usually Spider-Man at the same time.
But they have been. They have been, and that's all
I
that
hate it
matters.
when that happens.
Okay, well, we'll agree to disagree. I like it, personally. Just because I get more content out of it. I just want to see more... Give me a fucking superior Iron Man film. We can't do that unless we've got an Iron Man.
Meh.
And who knows? You might get an actor that you really, really fucking like to play like a recast character.
And I could lose somebody amazing.
You're just scared about losing
They're gonna
Bucky.
kill. They're gonna kill him, Ollie. They're gonna kill him, and I'm never gonna see him again.
This entire crash out that you're having about this is... I knew from the get-go, the moment that you fucking... When you went, ugh, I was like, well, it's going to be about fucking Bucky. And I've been trying to avoid it the entire time because you're stupid. They are not going to get rid of Sebastian Stan. He's the longest, like, legacy character right now,
They better
aside
not.
from fucking Mark Ruffalo. Which, let's be real, I don't think he's making it out of Secret Wars. I'd put money that he's off.
I would be okay with a recast for the Hulk, but he deserves to retire,
Who does?
Bucky.
I thought you meant Mark Ruffalo.
No, he's cool. I just, whatever.
For fuck's sake. Well, I hope you're happy with yourself. You've made it
I don't
yet
know,
again all about Bucky fucking...
there are a lot of characters
Bucky
though
James
that
Buchanan.
I don't know. Cause like we'll like if we have Kate Bishop, Hawkeye, like will she know the Hawkeye TV show or will it be a whole different person in this new universe? Like I don't understand how I guess we'll have to see, but it just
I think
doesn't
everything will remain canon, and it's literally
ugh.
just going to be a case of new actors are going to come in and continue the story on. That's
It's
it.
gonna be the end of the movie, they're gonna come back to an Earth that's completely different and then
Yeah.
nothing gets explained and it's
Certain
just
things
new.
are canon and certain things aren't. Like, after Secret Wars in the comics, Miss Marvel is aware that there were like incursions happening somewhat. She's like, I'm sure there's a quote where she's like, "Oh, these things were happening with Earths, but I don't really like. We sorted that out, and like that was it. Like nobody remembers Secret Wars itself happening. They're just aware that like they were kind of dealing with something, and then they dealt with it, and that's it."
That's crazy.
Which is what I think it's going to be like in Secret Wars, and then you pivot to the
I
X-Men, which
mean,
is completely separate and new.
if you think about the death of the multiverse, that's a lot of lives lost.
Oh yeah.
Even if they like did manage to keep a timeline, like kind of don't really want to remember that. That's a lot of people that died. And you don't know like who anybody lost through the switch, you know? Like what that's crazy. That's crazy to think
I
about.
don't. So you think like after Secret Wars, they'll physically like TVA collapse down into just the sacred timeline?
Yeah,
I don't.
that's what it seems like.
I think they will just
Because
like
if it's gonna be a whole new timeline, and then you're gonna say like, yeah, we're gonna now have the mutants that we didn't have before, and everyone's just gonna be all one meat. Like you can't have the multiverse then. Like
well at the so for Secret. This is so difficult without going into detail, but you need to fucking read it, Ryan.
I'm
So
doing my
I got a
best.
tattoo for that book, Ryan. Read it. In it,
Fine.
it is the death of the multiverse, right? Like the part that you're reading, all the build up and shit, is the death of the multiverse.
Right.
So Secret Wars itself, no multiverse exists. It is just one thing. And then at the end of Secret Wars, certain people, without naming names, create the new multiverse. So the multiverse exists again, but it's completely like
Huh.
restored, fresh, repaired. So that's what I feel like is going to happen where like everything collapses down and you have the events of Secret Wars, and then at the end it's like, okay, boom, we fixed it and there's the multiverse, it exists, but we're only going to be focusing on, for like in terms of the films and shit, we're just going to focus on our shit now. None of this like hopping to other places bullshit, no more TVA stuff. We're here, we're staying here.
I'm sure you would like that to be true, but it doesn't sound like that's what he was saying.
That's what I would like to be true, and until it happens, it's true.
Well, you're right. Anything could happen.
Including the death of Bucky Barnes. He could
I'll
die in
literally kill
Secret
myself in
Wars.
the theater. I can't say that. Hold on, wait.
It's fine, we're not on TikTok. I won't clip it for
Okay,
TikTok.
good.
We can get away with that on YouTube. We don't even have like
TikTok would
100
like that
subs.
one though.
That's true. What if he died in Civil War? Civil War 2. And on top of that, it was Sam that accidentally kills him.
Well, I'll kill other people at that point.